Hey guys, good afternoon. So today is Thursday, December 10th, and it is time for phonics. And today is going to be a fun lesson. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so we can get started. Okay, so we are on lesson 13 today of unit 3. All right, so our first activity today is we are going to be a sound scientist. You guys know what that means. We are going to examine some words carefully with our ears, and we're going to answer some questions about those words. So, our first sentence is, what is the object on the table? Is it a pencil? So the word that we're going to focus on for this sentence is the word object. Object. How many syllables are there in the word object? There are two syllables. We have object. Object. Very good. And how many sounds are in the second syllable? So the second syllable is jack. Jack. How many sounds do you hear? I hear four sounds. I hear j, act, j, act. There's four sounds in that second syllable. All right. And let's say we take the word object, say object, and we're going to take away the ob part at the beginning, and we're going to make it say sub instead. So what would the new word be? That's right. It would be subject. Very good. All right, so we're going to use the same sentence, but this time we're using a different word. We're looking at the word pencil. Pencil. So, how many syllables are in the word pencil? That's right. There are two syllables in the word pencil. What are those two syllables? Okay, we have pen, soul. Very good. What is the vowel sound in the first syllable? Pen. What's the vowel sound there? Now remember, guys, I'm asking for the sound. I'm not asking for the letter that makes the sound. I just want to know what the sound is, the vowel sound. That's right. It's the eh sound in pencil. Very good. So if we took the soul part off of the end, what would our new word be? It would just be the word pen. Very good. All right. Our third sentence is, I am older than my baby brother. Older is the word we are focusing on. How many syllables are in the word older? Don't know why that won't go away. Hmm. Okay, so we have two syllables in the word older. 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 Very good. So if we look at the first syllable is old. The second syllable is What's the vowel sound in the first syllable? That's right. It's the O. And what's the vowel sound in the second syllable? It is the Very good. So if we take the word older and we take off the part, what is our new word? It is old. Very good. If we say, if we take the part and change it to est, what's the new word? It's oldest. Very good. So let's say older together. Older. And now we're going to put k at the very beginning. K, older. What's that new word? It is colder. Very good. How could you use the word colder in a sentence, guys? Like, it is colder outside today than yesterday. All right, I'm going to turn this off for a second because I don't know why it won't go away. Let's do this. There we go. Okay, so our first sentence for today, where we manipulate these phonemes. Remember, we're going to change the final consonant sound. Maybe if I do that, it'll go away. I'm not sure why that thing on the top won't go away. It's kind of bothering me. All right, so our first sentence, the tide is coming in on the shore. So let's break that word apart. How many sounds do you hear in the word tide? Okay, I hear three sounds. I hear I'd, I'd. Good. So I'm going to take this last final consonant and I'm going to change it to make it say I'm, I'm. What is the new word on the curve, guys? It is time. Good. Our second sentence is hush, the woman said. Apparently I forgot to change that one. Oops. Well, let's do the word shed. Okay, so we have the word shed. How many sounds do you hear in the word shed? Oh, you know what? I'm looking on the, hold on. I'm looking on my other screen and I'm a whole slide ahead. No wonder the thing was wrong. Okay, there is an outdoor shed in the backyard. How many sounds do you hear in the word shed? I hear three sounds. I hear ed, sh, ed. Good. So we're going to take this last sound, the final consonant sound, and we're going to change it to ol, ol. So now we have l, l. What's our new word on the curve? It is shell. Very good. Okay. Now I can flip to the next slide. All right. Our next sentence is the sun is hot outside. We have the word sun. How many sounds are in the word sun? We have three sounds. Un, un. Very good. All right, so now we're going to take this last consonant sound and change it to ch, ch, s, ch, uh. What is the new word on the curve, guys? It is the word such. Very good. Okay, now I can say that other sentence. Hush, the woman said. We have the word hush. How many sounds are in the word hush? That's right. There are three sounds in the word hush. Ush, ush. Good. So we're going to take this last phonic, the last sound, the sh, and change it to um, what is the new word on the curve? It is hum. Very good. All right, our last sentence is take the trash out when it's full. Take. How many sounds do you hear in the word take? Right, we have three sounds. Ache, ache. Good. We're going to change this final sound though to ape, ape. So the new word on the curve is tape. Very good. Alrighty, our spoonerism time. I know how much you guys love these. You're so good at them. All right, so our spoonerism for today is, let me make sure I say it right, is pants darty. Pants darty. What do you think it's supposed to say? Pants darty. Let me show it to you. Pants dirty. It's supposed to say dance party. All right. Good job, guys. So our learning targets for today are I can read one syllable words. I can read two syllable words with the I sound. And I can complete my work in a small group, which that's going to be kind of hard for us because we don't actually are not in the same room. So we're just going to leave it with I can complete my work. Okay. I hope you can complete your work. You need to be able to complete your work. Okay. I had to fix something real fast. Sorry. Alrighty. So today I am going to say a word. And first I'm going to ask somebody to, well, I'm not going to ask you. I want you to repeat the word with me, okay? Like, I can't hear you, but I still want you to do it, okay? So I'm going to say the word and you're going to repeat the word. And then we're going to talk about the vowel sound in the word. And then we're going to decide which spelling tree it matches with, okay? We have several spelling trees. We have the I and the A, the I and the I, and the ah and the O tree. So we have 6 different trees. We got to decide which tree it goes on. Okay, you guys ready? Our first word is the word cap. Cap. Word with me. Cap. Which tree is that going to go on? It's going to go on the A tree, the short A tree. Our next word is coat. Coat. It's going to go on the O tree, on the long O tree. Next word is tin. Tin. Where is that one going to go? On the I tree, the short I tree. What about the word train? Train. Where should that one go? On the A tree, the long A tree. Quite. Quite. That's right. It's going to go on the I tree, the long I sound. Quill. Quill. That's going to go on the short I tree, the I tree. Pie. That's right. It's going to go on the I tree with the I sound, the long I. Cape. Cape. It's going to go on the A tree, the long A sound. Cot. Cot. That's right. It's going to go on the ah tree, on the short O sound. Tine. Tine. It's going to go on the I tree, the long I tree. Trip. Trip. That's going to go on the short I tree, the I tree. What about the word oats? Oats. That's right. It's going to go on the O tree, the long O. Toad. Toad. That's going to go on the O tree, the long O sound. The word J. J. That's right. It's going to go on the A tree, the long A tree. All right. So we are going to review some of the I sounds by saying or singing the sound. Okay. So we are going to, well, we can't really point, you can point to the tree on the screen, but I don't have the trees for you to see, okay? I don't have them all lined up like you would have them in the classroom. We're just going to decide which tree it's going to go with, okay? So we have learned several different ways that the vowel sound can be spelled. We've learned that the short I sound, the short I vowel sound, can be spelled mostly with the letter I, like in the word it. And look, it has got this huge power bar, which tells us that this is the most common way to spell the I sound in the word it. All right, so today we're going to learn about the tricky spelling I. Most of what spellings have we learned for the sound I? We have learned IE, we have learned I consonant E, and we have learned just the letter I. So we have learned those three different ways to spell the sound I, like in tie and biting and bite. So we are going to practice some two-syllable words with the spellings that we learned yesterday with the I and the IE. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to look at a word and we are going to decide if it is the I sound or the I sound. And then we're going to circle with my laser. We will circle the letters that make that sound. Okay. So our first word is invite. Invite. Is that the I sound or the I sound? It is the I sound. And which letter makes I sound in that word? Okay, so we have over here, this one actually has two. Did you guys notice that? It has two. Well, this syllable has the I sound, but this syllable has the I sound. Which two letters make the I sound on this syllable? It's the I and the E together. Very good. What about the word item? Item. With the I sound, and the I by itself makes the I sound. What about dinner? Dinner. Is it I or I? It is the I sound, and the I in this word makes the I sound. The word dried. Dried. It's the I sound, and the letters that make the I sound in this word are IE. The IE. Silent. Silent. It is the I sound. And what letter makes the I sound in this word? The I does. Very good. Idle. Idle. The I. The I makes the I sound in this word. Sinus. Sinus. The I sound is made by this I right here. Tonsil. Tonsil. We have the I sound, and it's right here in this letter, or the letter I over here by itself. And our last one is Irene. Irene. It is the I sound, and it is right here by the letter I by itself. Okay, so sometimes a spelling is shared by two different sounds. Like we have the letter I, okay? And it creates this tug of war between the sounds. Like we have the I sound with the letter I, and we have the I sound with the letter I. Well, let's look at how this word is broken apart. Remember when it's a end of the first open syllable, it says I. When the vowel is between two consonants, it is I. Okay. So over here we have the word silent, and over here we have silent. Which one makes more sense? It's silent. So it really is very important how you break apart those words with your syllables. So in our book, Kids Excel, and in other books that we're going to read, there are multi-syllable words that are not written with spaces like these. Okay, there's no space with a dot in between them in a real book. So this means that you're going to need to look at the word on your own and decide how to chunk that word or how to break it apart. So we are going to this is really bothering me. I don't know why this won't go away. So we are going to say a sentence. I'm going to say a sentence using the word. I want you to listen carefully and then decide how you're going to say that word. Okay. So is it pilot or pillet? Both of these are ways that people might try to chunk the word apart, but which word do you think is it is? Is it pilot or pillet? This is a person who flies a plane. So the person who flies a plane is called is it a pilot or a pilot? It is a pilot. Very good. So let's practice a few more words like this with more two-syllable words, okay? All right. People who do bad things must go to prison or prison. Prison. Good. My grandmother from Virginia came to visit or visit. She came to visit. Who crossed the finish line first or finish line first? The finish line. The Mississippi River or river flows north and south. It's the river. A cold is caused by a virus or virus. A virus. Good. My parents said I could have a limit or limit of 2 cookies a day. It is a limit. Very good, guys. All right, so remember that if the I is surrounded by consonants, it represents or it makes the I sound. If it comes at the end of a syllable, it represents the I sound, okay? So like this is virus. It comes at the end of a syllable by itself. This one says river because it has a consonant here in the front and a consonant here in the back. All right, so when you see an unfamiliar word with the I spelling, You should try pronouncing the I as I because I is the most frequent pronunciation of the letter I. If it doesn't sound right, then try the I sound. Okay, so we did this the other day. We're going to do it again. This is really bothering me. Why will it not go away? Okay, so I'm going to hold on one second. I'm going to pull up my screens. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to share my screen again. Okay, here we have 13.1, and over here we have 13.2. And just like the other day, we're going to use 13.1 to help us answer the questions on 13.2. But before we do that, we need to go over the words on 13.1. Okay, so these are the I sound words. Okay, there is I consonant E, IE, and I that all say the sound I. So we have the word bike, crime, dine, fine, hide, ice, knife, like, mice, prize, quite, ride, side, smile, time, vine, and right. And that was for the I consonant E. For the IE, we have the word die, lie, pie, and tie. And then for just the letter I by itself, to make the I sound, we have bicep, cider, diner, finest, hijack, iris, lilac, mining, quiet, riding, silent, spider, tiger, biking, and riding. So we're going to use these words on 13.1 to help us answer the questions on 13.2. So let's look at number 1 together. Which word on the chart is something you do when you're glad? You guys see anything that it could be? When you're glad or you're happy, what do you do? Yeah, you smile. You smile. Let's put that word here. There we go. Which 2 words on the chart mean there is no sound? Which 2 words on the chart mean there are no sounds? I see quiet. You guys see anything else? Silent. Let's put those 2 on there. It. All right, so I know that you guys know how to do this because we did it together the other day. So you're going to use 13.1 to answer the questions on 13.2. And there are 8 questions, and then 9, 10, and 11, you're going to count the number of words in each column and write the number on the line. Okay? So that's all for that one. That one's easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, so we are not doing small group work today. What you are going to do for work tonight is you're going to reread the story, The Big Race. Okay, so remember, you're going to read the story about Kim and Val and who won the big race. You're going to reread it, and then you are going to answer the questions on worksheet 13.8. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 questions for you to answer after you have reread The Big Race. Okay? That's also easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, so our learning targets for today were I can read 1-syllable words, I can read two-syllable words with the I sound, and I can complete my work, not in a small group because we can't do, but you can complete your work. All right, so that is actually all that we have for our lesson today. I hope you guys are going to have a great afternoon and get your work done, please. Make sure you get it all turned in. Make sure you actually do it. All right, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful afternoon. Bye.